96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 22 minutes after 11 o'clock, and we have a fun book to talk to you about. It's published by National Geographic, and you know they have a pretty good track record for putting out some good books, and this is a fun one. It's called Solve This, Wild and Wacky Challenges for the Genius Engineer in You. And to speak about the book, Joan Marie Galat is on the phone. She started making books at the age of 9. Whoa.
Nice.
That is pretty impressive. Let's see, first published at the age of 12 when she became a paid weekly newspaper columnist. Wow, what do you call that? A savant or something, right?
Yeah.
National Geographic Kids Solve This. Let's find out about this one. Joan Marie Galat. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
And
Thanks for having me on the show.
And this is your newest baby, right? Is each book like a baby? Is it like a child?
Yes, definitely. Each one is like a baby.
So I'm handling
Love each one of them.
I'm handling with care. How did you put this one together? This is so fun. I want to make sure the listeners know exactly what is in the book, but let's start. Like make a coin sorter. Make a coin sorter. I don't know. Do you know which one I like, by the way? Soundproof your bedroom, because we can use that right here in the studio.
Yeah.
Well, that's very true. Well, the book is about engineering, and it's I wanted to make it fun and approachable for young readers. So I came up with 14 wild and wacky challenges. Engineers solve problems, and so kids get to try solving problems that are things they would care about, like having a soundproof room so they can have a sleepover and stay up all night with without getting caught.
And I like the idea how you lay everything out. I mean, you've got you say for them to state the problem and to see what steps they have to take to do the solution, and then you figure out which solution would be the best. I love that.
Right. It's a process, and that's really important for young readers to hear. Is normal to try things and then try them again and try them from a different approach, and that failures often lead to the best successes. So you really have to not be afraid to brainstorm and come up with different ideas before you pick your best one.
We have some really beautiful rivers here, and if you have a good arm, you can probably throw a rock across the river. So we have one challenge, cross the creek to retrieve the stuffed animal. But I had to laugh at the photograph of Ryan, because that's a creek behind him. That looks like the Atlantic Ocean.
It's a pretty serious creek.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You do have to take some precautions. Yeah, there won't be any reaching across this one, and this has real world applications. If you solve a problem, you might be able to use this if you were golfing and shot a ball over a creek for some reason.
Oh my gosh! So do you give the answer? Do you give the solution, or and what's the process supposed to be for the child using the book as a way to solve problems?
Well, first of all, the book has 3 parts. So it talks about engineering before getting into the challenges and explains the engineering process, which is defining the problem, brainstorming, designing, building and testing and revising. But then there's the 14 challenges, and we don't just send kids out there on their own. We've had National Geographic explorers take the challenges along with some scientists, so we have, and some engineers. So there's people from different walks of life trying to solve the same problems, and the reader gets to see how different people solve the problem. So a geologist might look at a problem in a different way from an astronomer, and they might come up with different ideas, and then the child could try the challenges on his or her own and see if he could or she could build on those ideas or come up with something brand new. And then the third part of the book.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, sorry. And the third part of the book talks about engineering through the ages, some successes and failures that we've seen, and then also what's to come in the future. People are dreaming up things like how to make objects invisible and flying cars and things like that.
And this is very, very important to stress that you are allowing the people to recognize that there is more than one way to get to the end of an idea.
Right. There's more than one solution. And that's what makes it so interesting. people, you might say, I never thought of that.
If I'm ever stuck in the desert, I know how to make water.
Oh, wow.
I had no clue you could do this. You can take a drinking bottle and actually fill it with water. How long does this take, by the way?
To make the water?
Yeah.
That would depend on the temperature and how much water you're starting off with. So, it would probably you'd probably get pretty thirsty waiting.
The buzzards around your head.
But it would save you in the end.
But
it would save you in the end.
But we had a story not too long ago about a bamboo structure that is being made in all these arid countries that are desert countries, so desert areas, that does exactly what this experiment shows, and they actually make 25 gallons a day.
Yes. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's the thing. There's a lot of real-world applications for coming up with solutions, too. They might seem like wild and wacky challenges, but there's real-world solutions that could be triggered from them.
Which is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Well, I really like spilling taco sauce in the swimming pool.
Yeah, that was fun.
What?
That was a fun one.
What was the challenge?
Well, you're having a pool party, and the rule of the pool is no food in the pool. So it's kind of a story to go with each challenge. But of course, you break this rule. You're on your air mattress eating a taco. You squirt some sauce on it, but you miss, and you get taco sauce into the water, and you've got to get it out before it hits the filter because it's going to cause problems. You're going to get in trouble. And so how are you going to solve that problem just with what's at hand? That's the criteria for these challenges. You don't go shopping. You have to use what's around you.
Oh, wow.
So the people who took the challenge, they had all different solutions. Some of them, one of them made a filter with a bucket and some tubing. Another one used pool noodles to contain the spill and lifted it out from below with a towel.
Oh, wow.
Then another one took a... Yeah, it's pretty cool, the different ones. And another one took a beach ball and suctioned out as much of the spill as possible.
And you could drink it too, right?
Approaches.
You could drink it?
What, the sauce?
Just drink this one?
Ooh.
Okay.
Chlorine and taco sauce.
I wouldn't get closer than gargling.
This is a very, very, very fun book, and you've given us a very fun interview. Joan Marie Galat, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you so much for being on the show with us. This is fun. I would like to give the copy that you sent me to one of our listeners. So call me if you'd like it. It's very, very child-friendly, I guess you would say.
Yes.
It's illustrated. It's bright and colorful and really, really fun. And you'll have fun with it with your children. I'd love for a teacher to call and ask for it. So call me if you want it. I know we're out of time, but do you have a website you want to direct us to, or is it just National Geographic?
Absolutely. The book can be found on the National Geographic website. It's on sale right now, but also you can find out more about the book through my website, which is www.joangalat.com, JOANGALAT.com.
Okay,
nice.
Excellent. Joan, thank you for what you're doing. That's fun stuff. And congratulations on, you're a savant. I mean, you've been doing books since you were 9. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much.
You were born to do this. Thank you, Joan. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
Moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you to who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today at manganinsurance.com. Embark on a magical night at the Appleton Museum of Art on Saturday, April 14th from 6 till 9 p.m. Follow your book of enchantment around the museum for unicorn carriage rides, magic shows, mermaids, artwork that comes to life, and more. Make mythical art in the art space and enjoy refreshments. Family ticket packages start at $35 for museum members and $50 for non-members. Individual tickets also are available. For details and to purchase tickets, visit appletonmuseum.org.
Experience the thunder of the largest air show in the South as Sun and Fun returns to the skies of Lakeland, April 10th through 15th. This is your chance to see the precision of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, the might of the Tora, a Pearl Harbor reenactment, and over 60 high-powered aerial performances. Walk the flight lines among historic warbirds and today's modern military aircraft. Exhibitors showing the latest in aviation technology, many with hands-on displays. This is your chance to truly engage the past, present, and future of aviation. Plus, don't forget to take advantage of the Florida Resident Weekend Special, Saturday, April 14th and Sunday, April 15th, and get 3 shows for the price of 1. Enjoy the afternoon show, stay for the night show with its amazing wall of fire, aerobatic flyers, plus a fireworks display, and then return Sunday for an additional show for free. Make plans now to bring the whole family and experience the thunder at the Sun and Fun International Fly-In and Expo. Children under 10, free. For additional ticket information and show schedules, visit flysnf.org.
Direct Connect to UCF, where students who attend the College of Central Florida and graduate with an AA or articulated AS degree are guaranteed admission to the University of Central Florida. Success coaches are ready and waiting to assist you in designing an educational plan that is right for you in any of their locations across Central Florida. Remember, connecting is easy and guaranteed. Find out more at directconnecttoUCF.com. Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. A pleased Senator Marco Rubio says the Students, Teachers, and Officers Preventing School Violence Act has been included in the upcoming federal spending bill.
When I first got up here,